Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to use MQTT node in Node-RED. Now Node-RED provides you with two MQTT nodes, the MQTT in, which is you to subscribe to an MQTT topic, and MQTT out is you to publish to an MQTT topic. Now in these videos we are going to use MQTT in because we want to subscribe to a topic and display the message that we got from the topic to the debug console. Alright, so to start using the MQTT in, we just drag the node to the editor, double click, and that will bring us to a dialog window that we can set up the parameters for the node. Now there are a few parameters that we need to set. So the first one is the server, which is the address of the MQTT broker. The actions, we have two choices, either to subscribe to a single topic, which is the option that we going to use in this video, and we also have dynamic subscriptions. Basically the second option allows us to change the topic that we subscribe to on the fly. That's a bit more advanced use of this node, so we will not cover this in the first tutorial. If we choose to subscribe to a single topic, then we need to specify the name of the topic, right? So in this example, I'm going to use what we weather as a topic, because as you already know from our previous module, we have built a IoT device that read the temperatures and humidities from the surrounding environments using the DHT22 sensor, and our P-Core, Raspberry Pi P-Core will subscribe, basically will publish the data to the walkway weather topic, right? So in this example, we are going to connect obviously to publish to the walkway weather topic, and we will subscribe to the data published by our Raspberry Pi from Node-RED. Okay, so that's why we have the walkway weather as a topic in here, right? Now with the quality of service, then for this example I'm selecting zeros. You should know the difference between 0 and 1 and 2 level of quality of service, right? With the output, then we have a few options. We can allow the node to auto detect the type of objects that it receives. Obviously in this case will be as a JSON objects because we publish data as a JSON objects, but we also have option to receive as a strings or as a data byte, like a buffer, basically it's a set of bytes, or as a base64 encoding string. So we just leave it at all the text in here with the name, then we just name it, for example, I'll call it my MQTT. And then, yeah, just one, for example, that's just showing that my first MQTT node. Now, the important thing that we have to set now is to go and configure the MQTT broker, right? So we click to this little button here with the pencil to start to edit, right? Because we want to add new broker. So initially you don't have any broker to choose from, so we just do the add one, right? So here I'm just naming it as like my house MQ servers, and with the address of servers, right? Then I'm going to copy it from my address, which is one is we have here, right? And remember the service running on port 8883, right? So we need to basically place this here. Obviously what you do is you replace this with your server address, right? And remember to change the port to 883. Now we can use we need to take automatically connect. So when we deploy the node, the MQTT node will try to connect to the server. If you don't use to connect, if you don't take this option, then you need to create an inject node that allow you to trigger a connection. So I'll leave it like connect automatically at the moment. Now because this server is using TLS as a security layer, so we need to take it, yeah. And we just leave everything as default. We just don't need to change anything here. We just use TLS. Obviously, if you have certificates, like to use in real situations, you will need to add the certificates, the security certificates in here, yeah, public key certificates. All right. Now with the protocol, then we're going to use version 5, yeah, and with the client ID, yeah, and then we will leave it like we'll put it like node. One example, right? Then won't do the keep alive, means the session will be alive for 60 seconds, yeah. And we use clean session, so we'll leave it as this one. Session expire, then we just put another 60 seconds, for example, yeah. And we'll leave user properties as none at the moment. We don't have anything, yeah. Just now with the security, yeah, you can see the security, then we have to put username and password. So remember that we use username. I use username user 2023, 2023, and with the password, right? You need to put your username and password that you use to access your broker, right? Now we'll leave the message for now as a blank because we don't want to send. There'll be 3 type of message. The message when we start the connections, the message if there's a problem that we disconnect from it, and we have problem, like intentionally disconnect from it, like we call close message, and the problem when this something happens during the connection time, then you will have another message. So these messages are useful if you want to inform the clients about the problems, starting the session, close session normally, and close session unexpectedly, right? But we'll leave it blank for now because we don't really need to use them in this example, right? So we just click add, and now we have the server, yeah, right? And from next time when you create a new MQTT node, you can choose the server from here, right? And then you subscribe to a single topic, which is walkway weather for this node, yeah? We choose the QoS level 0s, and the name of this node will be MQTT, or just put it MQTT1 something, yeah? So it's done. So we have this node set up, right? And now we want to publish the data to the console, so we're going to use the debug node, right? I'll just drag the debug node to here, and we just wipe from this to this to actually see, yeah. And now if we hit deploy, then you can see that the node start and then it will be connected, right? And at this stage we see nothing's on the console, right? So what we need to do is to go to our previous simulations, right? And now if I start the simulators, will take a while. We'll connect to the server, and when server start to publish, then we will be able to see. Now we go back to here and we'll just wait, right? See if we get anything from the server yet. Got anything here? Let's check here. The server is still it's a little bit slow because, as mentioned, we run things from the simulator, so it will take a bit. It sometimes will take a little while to process. Yep. So now it's publish, yeah, and we should get the data from here, right? So now if we're going to change, for example, with this, we regulate the temperatures, yeah, then our client we should get it, right? We get publish here. So you have successfully connect to the MQTT broker and get the message from it, right? So the next thing we're going to do is to actually build a data processing pipeline. Means we receive the data, we'll need to process it, yeah, and take some actions after that, right?